Hey Taurus, welcome to your tarot reading on money, career, and finances. I'm doing this reading what is August 16th, so we're in mid-August, so we can consider this reading to be kind of mid-August and leading into September. And I haven't done career and finance readings in a while, but I think that's one of my strengths as a reader is pulling those kind of messages out of the cards. I'm very career and money oriented person. So I really love digging out those messages from the tarot. So here we are doing one of my first readings that is focused on that. So when I pulled this reading, I kind of gasped first of all with the two aces on each end of the reading here, which we'll get into. But overall, I'm very excited about this reading. But let's jump into it. We have the Ace of Wands here as the significator of the reading. So this is representing a really powerful new beginning in your career and your finances. This card is coming in as a beacon of inspiration, and it's about potential. It's about enthusiasm. So you are on the brink of a significant opportunity right now that's really about igniting your passion and driving you towards a new path or a new project. The energy surrounding you right now is very fertile with creativity and innovation. So you may be feeling this surge of motivation to pursue something new or take your current endeavors to the next level in some way. So this card is here encouraging you to seize the moment and harness the energy that surrounds you, because there's significant energy here. This card is really bringing you a couple of gifts. These aces are all about gifts from the universe, so to speak. We see in both cards here, it's the right hand holding the wand and the sword. In the tarot, the right hand is the card of giving. The left hand is about receiving. So we're getting a couple of gifts from the universe here, which I think we need right now, Taurus. We need these gifts. We've been waiting on these gifts. So I'm really excited to see this. And the Ace of Wands is all about the gift of kind of adventure, of venturing out into new territory. This is really a card of the pioneer. So there's something about what you're doing right now that really feels like you're kind of venturing into new territory. And the other gift that the Ace of Wands brings is really the drive to succeed. Yes, this is about having that creative spark and an idea that feels like this really exciting prospect. But an idea without the will to make it succeed is kind of useless. The Ace of Wands is giving you both, not just the creative spark of inspiration, that idea about a venture that you're really excited about, but it's also giving you this fiery drive to actually make it real. So I see you here with this wand in your hand, putting you in this position right now. You're about to plant this wand in this new land that you're in right now, that you're kind of a pioneer in some way. You'll know what that means to you, but you're about to plant this wand, and it is just busting at the seams with growth and vitality, and it's going to grow into a very strong tree. So there's something about you heading somewhere new and planting this idea, and it is so infused with energy and the will to survive, the will to thrive, that it's representing the beginnings of something really successful and long lasting for you, and something you're really excited about as well. So beautiful card to start the reading off with. The next card we have is the Eight of Cups. So this is indicating that you may be in a phase where you're considering walking away from a current job, a career path, or a financial situation. And there's a sense of emotional disillusionment or dissatisfaction that is prompting you to seek something more fulfilling and aligned with your true desires. This card often reflects a necessary departure from something that no longer serves you, even if it once brought you satisfaction. And what I'm getting from this is, I feel like this is in the past for you, in the very recent past. And I think in the last couple of months kind of thing, this card is seeing you leaving a situation. And this could represent an actual physical move, because I'm really noticing the mountains and the water that this figure is headed towards. So again, this Ace of Wands coming right before this, I'm getting the sense of you actually physically moving somewhere near new, maybe somewhere near the water, near the mountains, somewhere kind of more a more natural landscape than the place that you were in before, or just a different landscape that's going to feel very refreshing to you. And I'm saying this is in your recent past, and maybe happening currently, but you're still in the midst of whatever this move or change is, because we see the figure right here kind of in the place of where one of the cups should be. We see him leaving and heading out. And it was difficult for you to do this. You've built up all these cups over here. This took time, this took effort, this took dedication. But for some reason, you weren't feeling satisfied with this. So you made a decision to head out into new territory. And this may be related to your career. You may have been offered a job somewhere else, or you were leaving a job because it wasn't satisfying to you. Whatever it is, it's a situation where you were really feeling this sense of growing dissatisfaction and this really strong buildup of energy saying, I need to leave, I need to find greener pastures. So I see you either doing that right now or having done that in your recent past. Clarifying that, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this suggests that this decision to leave or change course might be tied to issues of balance and reciprocity in your career or financial life. You may have felt that your efforts and your contributions weren't being rewarded adequately, or that this kind of give and take dynamic that we see in this card, that's a healthy give and take, was somehow skewed in this situation, was kind of not in balance. So this card is encouraging you to seek a situation where there is a fair exchange, whether that's in the form of salary, recognition, or just job satisfaction. There was something missing here in that regard. So you're being guided to pursue a career or financial path that offers a more balanced and rewarding experience. I have to say too, I'm really happy to see this Six of Pentacles show up in the reading, anywhere in the reading, because it's the gift. It's saying that the gift of money is coming in. You're going to be getting some kind of financial support. And often when this card shows up, it's coming from one individual. So there may be someone in your life who's really stepping up to help you out financially in one way or another. This can be a gift. This can be an inheritance. This can be, they let you move in with them temporarily, and they're helping support you through this transition that you're in right now. But whatever it is, if you've been struggling financially, someone is stepping up to help you right now. There's an energy of, yes, this was the right move, because now here we are feeling supported, heading towards a direction where we're getting that really fair give and take energy, and someone's here to support us. So this could be someone in our personal life, or this could represent a new job offer, a career situation where we finally feel that we're being rewarded adequately, that our efforts are being noticed, and there's that fair balance of give and take that wasn't present in this past situation. So I love to see that combination. Next, we have the Magician here in the center of your reading. I'm really happy to see him show up too. The Magician card represents the immense potential that you have at your disposal right now to shape your career and your financial future. You really do possess all those tools and skills and resources that are needed to manifest your goals. So this card is saying it's a time right now when your personal power and your ability to create whatever reality that you want, it's at its peak. The universe is really aligning in your favor right now, and it's providing you with the energy to transform ideas into reality. And again, this Ace of Wands is supporting this as well. we see in both cards this hand holding this wand or baton high in the air. This is all about you being able to manifest your reality, to turn some creative ideas into something real and concrete. You just kind of have this magic ability to make something kind of out of nothing right now. And I'm really getting that message of something happening out of thin air. So this could be some kind of business endeavor, something that's entirely online, some kind of e-commerce business or something where there may not even be any like physical goods, something like that. I'm seeing you again pulling something out of thin air and making it real, making it make you make money kind of thing. So you'll have to let me know how that resonates for you. The Magician's a card of invention, of entrepreneurship as well. So you may be leaving behind some kind of job situation where you're working for someone else. And now you're like, I have all these ideas, these creative ideas. How can I use them to benefit myself, to work for myself? He is very much the card of the entrepreneur, someone who can like make things happen without needing a boss to enforce the schedule, enforce things to happen. He's capable of waking up every morning and being his own boss because he's very dedicated. So I see you very much being kind of at the height of your powers right now. Your creative powers, your entrepreneurial powers, again, making something out of nothing right now. And the fact that he's in the center of the reading is really important. And I'm noticing too, right now, these flowers that are surrounding him at the front here, they're especially dense right in the middle, and they're kind of lining up with his figure. So I feel like your power of attraction is really, really strong right now. Your mental energy is so focused on success, on financial success, that you're drawing growth and vitality and success to you through this kind of sheer willpower, this real belief in yourself right now. That's beautiful. Clarifying that, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is highlighting the importance of diligent work and mastery in this process. Success is going to come through focused effort right now, through skill development and real dedication to your craft. So this is a time to hone your abilities and to be really disciplined, to be really applying yourself. This isn't a time to dilly-dally and wander around mentally or physically. It's time to sit down at your workbench and get stuff done. So this could be learning a new skill, perfecting your current talents, or just investing time into a project. And your hard work is going to pay off, especially with this combination of these two cards. This is like success, magic, mastery. It's really a doubling of energy of your ability to create success for yourself right now. This combination suggests that you have the capability right now to create something really impactful, but it's going to require a lot of perseverance and a commitment to excellence. I'm getting this sense that you don't want to just be mediocre in your field. You want to be kind of the best at what you do, and you're not really going to settle for anything less. I see you almost looking at your competition and saying, okay, I see what they're doing. Now watch me do even better work. Watch me top that. Watch me be even more masterful. And you're kind of off on your own here. The Eight of Pentacles, he's got this city behind him here that he's kind of turned his back on. So he's engaging in a bit of solitude in order to get really focused on mastering his craft. So you might find yourself spending a lot of time alone right now, thinking and planning and mastering that craft and really putting a lot of time and effort into your project. But that's what you have to do right now. You have to be laser focused. And when you do, your manifestation powers are kind of off the charts right now. So we have, your next card is the Seven of Swords. This warns of potential deceit or dishonesty or strategic challenges in your career or your financial journey. There may be individuals or circumstances that require you to be a bit cautious and strategic in your behavior, in your actions. This card can also reflect the need to think outside of the box and approach problems with a really clever or unconventional mindset. You have to be mindful of tendencies to cut corners or to act unethically, as these could lead to complications down the line. But I don't really read that for you. I mean, I know quite a few Tauruses. I have a lot of Taurus in my chart. We tend to be really above the board people. We're kind of truth tellers. We're not people who really like to lie or be deceitful. We like to keep things simple. I think the simplest way to live is to be completely honest and transparent in all that we do. I think that keeps life really simple. And so I don't see you acting unethically or being deceitful yourself. So I'm reading this card more as strategic thinking that you're going to need to engage in. Whatever this wasn't working in your career. So I think I see you here now going, what's a better way that's kind of off the beaten path, outside the box, career thinking, money thinking that not everyone else is doing? It's not kind of a 9 to 5 job kind of energy. That's why I'm getting this magician is kind of screaming entrepreneurship, running your own business, being your own boss. It might be something like that other people don't totally understand or even think will succeed. So you might even feel like the deceit part of this might be kind of holding your cards close to your chest. If we read these swords as cards instead, you might be working on a business idea that you're like, people aren't going to totally understand this. So I don't feel like sharing it with everyone. You might be doing it kind of secretly. And I love that idea of, build the thing, do the thing, and then talk about it. So it's that kind of energy of protecting your idea from negative energy from other people, because sometimes people can really deflate you by saying the wrong thing. That's a bit discouraging. So I think I see you understanding that, holding your cards really close to your chest as you're building on this idea, and also just being kind of an outside the box thinker about ways of making money for yourself. Maybe 9 to 5 life is not for you, and you're really determined now to figure out a different way of being, a different way of manifesting money for yourself. We have the 5 of Wands as the clarifier. So this indicates that competition, conflict, or differing opinions may be adding to the challenges you're facing. You might find yourself in a situation where you're competing with others for recognition, for advancement, or financial gain. And this card is suggesting that these conflicts might be draining your energy or creating some obstacles that are a little bit difficult to navigate. But you're encouraged to rise above the fray, focus on your own path, and not be swayed by external pressures. This card is not a card of compromise. It's saying, hold your ground, speak up, have your own opinion, because everyone in this card has their differing opinions, and that's fine. This is kind of play fighting. These people aren't really being aggressive with each other. It's just a feeling of many people in a room with very different opinions from each other. So there may be a living situation or a work situation where you're feeling like you're one of many voices and each person has a very different perspective. And that might be a bit challenging in terms of focusing on your work. But whatever it is, hold your ground, speak up, don't be swayed by external pressures. And you'll be fine here. So I think, yeah, this last row is a little bit about challenges here. And what I'm kind of getting from this too is kind of that healthy competition thing, where I mentioned before, you were eyeing your competition and thinking about ways you can kind of outdo them in a healthy way, in a business mindset way. So I think that might be what this Five of Wands is about, is you knowing there's competition for that top spot in whatever field you're thinking about, and you're going to have to work really hard to rise to the top here. But I think it's really healthy energy, and with this strategic thinking, you are going to be the person with the best idea here. I see you almost as this guy on the left here who's got his wand raised high here, kind of like the magician and the aces, where you're like, you guys can fray over here. You can be in the fray over here. I've got a really good idea, and I'm about to like turn around and walk off with that because I'm going to plant this wand somewhere and watch it grow. So the final card we have is the Ace of Swords in the advice or outcome position here. This card signifies a breakthrough in your career or financial situation, which I love to see. So it's representing clarity, truth, and the power of the mind to cut through confusion or challenges. It's indicating that you will find the mental strength and insight needed to overcome obstacles and achieve your goals right now. So it's a time for really decisive action, clear communication, really being truthful, seeking out justice for yourself. And it's also suggesting that a new idea, a new perspective, a new opportunity is going to emerge for you that allows you to move forward with confidence. You're encouraged to make some really informed decisions right now, whether it's through a new job offer, a financial plan, or a strategic move in your situation. The Ace of Swords is really promising a fresh start that is grounded in truth and intellectual power. As with the Ace of Wands here, the Ace of Swords is bringing in the gift of intellect, of really clear thinking. It's a card of intelligence. The other gift is success. And I'm just pausing because there's so much success energy here. It's almost mind-blowing, honestly, especially with these two aces on either side of the reading. It's just almost assuring you, whatever it is you're working on right now, you have the intelligence to do it. You have the creative idea to do it. You have the drive to succeed. You have this assurance of success. So if you're doubting yourself right now, dear Taurus, and I think we've been through a lot in our career and finances recently, this card at the end here is coming in saying, it's time to have confidence again, because our success is assured if we follow the advice of the cards here. If we tap into this magician energy and understand that we're really at the height of our creative powers right now, and whatever it is we're imagining, we are capable of bringing into reality. Now, the last card I want to bring in is a brand new deck of oracle cards that I just got called the Woodland Wardens. And the card I pulled for you is this one. It's the Weasel and Pine. And it says introspection. And these cards are so beautiful. I really love the illustrations. I am an animal lover, so I really love the idea of the animals in these oracles bringing in guidance and advice. You'll have to forgive me, I'm not familiar with these cards yet, so I'm just going to read what the booklet says about this card. It says, weasels can be warriors or spies, moving quickly and often alone. They make observations from afar and adjust their plans accordingly. Remember that solitary creatures are nothing to fear, and an introverted nature is nothing to feel ashamed of. Knowing oneself and being comfortable alone are desirable skills. Like the weasel, the pine tree works to be self-sufficient. one of the fastest growing evergreens. Its prickly needles have a waxy coating that helps them retain water. And it's saying the meaning here is you are called to a time of solitude. Isolation allows for contemplation, which can lead to self-knowledge. And the questions are, when do I like to be alone? And how can I better understand and respect myself? So it looks like now is a time of solitude while you work on your career and your finances. It really is a time to indulge in some introspection, because I think you're in this phase of transition, or you have just recently gone through it and you're still settling. When you go through a really major change, it's always wise to take a beat afterwards and just rest and relax and get some real thinking done. So I think thinking, mental clarity, mental energy is going to be really important in terms of your success. So take that time to be by yourself and think things through, make your plans, hold those cards close to your chest if that's what you feel like doing, but really tap into the power of your mental energy. And you might need to be alone a bit to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. When we really need to get clear about our future, being alone is maybe the best thing we can do. We can ask people for advice and opinions, but we have to know what we really want for ourselves before we can move forward successfully. So, dear Taurus, this was an incredible reading. I know I needed to see it. I have a lot of Taurus in my chart, and wow, did I ever need to see these messages today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope they helped you too. Please let me know in the comments if any of this has resonated for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.